G'day and welcome to this week's edition of the video blog. This is Adam McDougall, I'm Tomo. Adam, of late you've been going hard at this sugar tax. Tell us why it's so important to you.
Look, it's really important to me because I see too many people in this world dying at a young age. You know, you turn the news on at night and you think most people are dying in our society from probably being attacked by a shark, maybe being murdered, or a car accident. But the stats are in. 2 people a year on average die from shark attacks. 200 people a year approximately are murdered. 1,000 people a year die in car accidents. 50,000 people a year are dying from cardiovascular disease alone. That's 1 person every 12 minutes in our country is dying from cardiovascular disease. Now, doctors are telling us 90% of these diseases are avoidable. They're based on our lifestyle choices. Now, the worst lifestyle choice we all know now that's causing cardiovascular disease is sugar.
Yeah, it's not smoking, it's not fat, it's sugar.
It's sugar, mate. The smoking gun is sugar. And we know this now. The food industry for years and years has been trying to quash this, not let people know. They conned us years ago in saying that fat was killing us. So bring out all the low-fat, diet-based foods and just load them up with sugar because there's huge profit margin. You know what I mean? People went to university to become dietitians, nutritionists. Guess what? They were taught a load of BS. They were taught that carbohydrates were the main fuel source for our bodies, that we needed an abundance of these foods. Now the evidence is in. Why? Because people are dying left, right and centre and the government needs to do something about it.
Okay, so one of the ones with a big target on their back for you are these companies that are selling products that they say are healthy but really aren't. I mean, what are some of these examples? Because that's where people are tripping up in the supermarket aisle.
Well, of course it is. You know, the average person out there just throws their hands up because it's too hard. Losing weight these days is so hard for people. There's so many fad diets. There's so much misinformation out there and confusion. And here's an average person that all of a sudden is getting up for an average Aussie breakfast, a cereal, some orange juice, some flavoured yogurt, and you know, putting some skim milk over the top of it. And before they know it, they're having 20 grams of sugar, or 20 teaspoons of sugar, I should say. And they're wondering why then they're chasing their tail for the rest of the day, craving more sugar. We know sugar's addictive. In fact, it's been proven in studies in rats, it's 9 times more addictive than cocaine. That's right, 9 times more addictive. That's how addictive this is. We know that it's a plague on our children. Attention deficit disorder, behavioural problems of our children are coming from the foods that they are eating. There's no mistake about this. Now, these things are addictive and the food manufacturers know this and that's how they make their money. But it's not Captain Obvious. We know soft drinks are bad for us. Hey, Captain Obvious, I drink soft drink.
You gotta get fat,
We know that, but that's a sometimes food. That's the 80% of products on supermarket shelves that have hidden sugar in them that people don't know. So when they're walking down that supermarket shelf and they're grabbing an Up and Go for their kid in the morning for breakfast, because that's a healthy breakfast, it's got the equivalent of 2 Weet-Bix.
2 Weet-Bix.
Come on. It's got a 500 ml serve of an Up and Go, has nearly 40 grams of sugar.
Wow.
40 grams of sugar. That's 9 teaspoons of sugar. That's supposed to be a
healthy start of the day.
Well, the World Health Organization, as we know now, is saying no more than 6 teaspoons. But you're going to feed your kids something that has nearly 10 teaspoons of sugar in it. What do you think is going to happen to their behaviour? What do you think is going to happen to their attention span? What do you think is going to happen to their appetite? They're going to crave more sugar. So when you drive past the Golden Arches, what's going to happen? They're going to go into a fit because their body craves sugar once you feed it sugar.
What are a couple of the other products that we, one of the things that, we sell some protein bars through the menu, but I've picked up other healthy protein energy bars loaded with sugar, as much as a chocolate bar.
Well, this is the problem, I beg people to turn over the pack of labels and read the back. Turn over the pack and read the back. Don't take on face value what a product says on the front. It says it's got less sugar. Less sugar than what? Less sugar than 100 grams that it had in the product before it. Don't fall for these mistakes. No cane sugar. What the hell's that? Agave syrup, rice malt syrup. They just sugar, disguise it. It's just sugar. Turn over the back, look for sugar and see how many grams of sugar the product's got in it. Read the back of the label, I beg you. We spend all this time at school educating our kids on history, how to, about art, all this stuff, but we don't teach them the basics of turning over a pack and reading a food label. That's what we need to empower our kids with education. So I'm begging you, I'm applauding everybody out there, is I know I'm not a Nazi. Yes, sugar in moderation's fine, but be careful when you think you're eating healthy foods because a lot of the time you're being duped. You're being duped by these flavoured yogurts. You're being duped by muesli bars. You're being duped by granola. It's just sugar. You're being duped by pasta sauces, tomato sauces, ketchups. The list goes on and on. Please look for the hidden sugar. That's what's really killing us. It's not soft drinks. It's not the lollies. We know that they are only to be consumed in moderation. It's the food we think are good for us. They're in fact killing us.
There you have it. Make sure you check those labels. And that's why our man Adam's here so passionate about this sugar tax. That's it for us this week. We'll see you next time.